Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do it on the Jam Session. We cook up every single game, every single day. Merry Christmas to you all, man. I really appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls that tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, man, hey, smash that like button for your guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long, man. There's a link for that in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. 5 games today, man. We're trying to smash it per usual, man. I have my NBA play of the day up over at the site for you guys. That is the one play I am going heavy on today. And then I have one other play, man. Just 2 plays officially. I'm finna cook up every last one of them for you guys right here, right now. So without further ado, let's do exactly that. Let's kick the crap out of the books. Let's make some money on this beautiful Christmas day. And without further ado, man, let's hop right into today's NBA action. All right, first game up, man. We got the Milwaukee Bucks out on the road facing the New York Knicks. Knicks, small home favorites, man, getting 3.5 points at the crib. We just saw this game the other day, man, and the Bucks beat up on the Knicks, man. They've beaten up on the Knicks 3 times this season. In all 3 meetings they've played, the Bucks were victorious in all 3. First meeting, 110-105. Second meeting, 146-122. Last meeting, 130-111. This is going to be the second one in New York. These guys actually play 5 times this season. You don't see that very often, but these 2 teams will play 5 times this year. Milwaukee's rolling, man. They're rolling. They're coming into this game, on a pretty significant win streak. I took the Knicks last time, man, and took it on the chin in that game. Thing is, I'm going right back to them. I'm going right back to the Knicks. Triple revenge spot at the crib. Motivation game. Sign me up, man. I still don't trust the Milwaukee Bucks. They're still not one of the best covered teams in the NBA. You've lost money betting the Milwaukee Bucks thus far this season, 13-15-1 against the number. They are the better team, in my opinion, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if they came in here and won and covered the game. But I just believe the spot yells Knicks, man. In the Garden, Christmas Day, early start time, triple revenge spot. I like it, man, here for the Knicks. I think they come out hooping. Julius Randle, we're going to need a huge game from him. Brunson, my guy, former Dallas Maverick, I need a huge game from you. We know if the Knicks come out here and play New York Knicks-style basketball, they can beat the Bucks. We all know that. It's just, will they come out here and do it is the million-dollar question. I don't want to be betting Milwaukee in this spot. I know they beat the Knicks in their last game they played, but they're still coming off a pretty significant homestand. I could just see this kind of being the flat spot. I still don't trust Milwaukee defensively. I think this is probably going to be a back-and-forth offensive game, and we just got to hope that the Knicks can keep up in scoring with Milwaukee. Milwaukee offensively, they got two of the best offensive players in the league in Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo. But the reason they haven't been great against the number, the reason they haven't been the same Bucks that we are accustomed to, is defensively. And I think they allow the Knicks to score enough points, enough buckets to keep this one reasonable, keep this game competitive most of the way through. And I think the Knicks actually have a legitimate shot to win this game outright in Madison Square Garden. I want the points in my back pocket in this game. That's how I see it. I'm going to take the New York Knicks here in our first game of the day. Next game up, man. Hey, we got the Golden State Warriors out on the road facing the Denver Chicken Nuggets. Nuggets laying 6.5 points at the crib. Say it with me now. We know what's up with Denver. They go stupid, dummy, crazy at home in Denver. We're still kind of waiting on them to be that team. They're 11-2 straight up at home in Denver. They don't lose in Denver. That's one thing they don't do. They don't lose. They're 7-6 against the number at home in Denver. I see this one, though, as a complete domination, stomp down spot. We're the defending champs, and we're displaying it to the world. That's how I see this game going down. Of course, I'm on the Denver Chicken Nuggets at the crib where they go stupid, dummy, crazy. And I'm well aware that the Golden State Warriors are actually playing some of their best basketball of the season. What are they on, a 5-game winning streak? Shout out to them boys. It's about time they finally woke up and did something. For a while there, we were ready to write them off. They've woken up here and won 5 straight. The thing is, I hate the spot for the Golden State Warriors, man. They're coming off a pretty significant homestand. They just played 4 of their last 5 at the crib. And their competition really wasn't the best. They did have one game in there where they played Boston, beat them boys in overtime at the crib. Really solid win. Really, really, really solid win for them boys. But other than that, this win streak, I think, is a little fool's gold. Wins over Portland, Washington, Portland again, Brooklyn. These are not the top tier teams in the NBA. Actually, they're the bottom tier teams in the NBA. In all honesty, it's going to take a little more than that to want to take the Golden State Warriors out on the road in Denver. I just see this setting up as a terrible spot for Golden State. We know what's up with the Warriors, man. I'm not overcomplicating this game. When we look at these two teams, the last 2 seasons, these two teams are fairly similar. These two teams are very similar to what they've been the last couple seasons. That's why I said the last 2. What do we know? The Nuggets hoop at the crib. The Warriors ass on the road. Not overcomplicating this one, man. Warriors are playing really well right now, but I expect them to come into Denver in a terrible spot and get their doors blown off by the defending champs, who are low-key starting to turn that corner. I'm starting to see the Nuggets become that dominant again like they were last season. We got to remember, the Nuggets were banged up early this season. Jamal Murray missed a significant amount of time. This team is starting to get healthy. They're starting to look eerie similar to how they got around this time last year. I'm not fading Denver in Denver. I think they come in here and smash the Warriors. I'm not sure many people realize that this Warriors team is not the Warriors that we're accustomed to seeing. This team's not really that good. They're Curry-centric, and yes, Curry can do enough to keep this game within the number. He's one of the best players in my lifetime. He's him, the light-skinned man. But I don't think it's enough tonight. I just don't. I think Jokic, Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Never Swing the Rock, Porter Jr. and company get it done in Denver. I think they go stupid, dummy, crazy. I'm laying the points with the Nuggets. Next game up, hey, we got a good one. We got the Boston Celtics out on the road facing the Lake Show, the Los Angeles Lakers. Man, Lakers, home dogs, getting 3.5 points here in this one. I think this is probably the best game today. We're getting the best team in basketball, which I've said many times this season, in the Boston Celtics, the team who I have my futures ticket on to win the NBA Finals. Out on the road facing the Lake Show, man. Of course, the biggest brand in the NBA with 2 of the biggest stars, LeBron, Anthony Davis. Yeah, this is the marquee game of the day, middle of the day. 4 o'clock start time for me. I'm taking the Lake Show. I'm taking the Lakers. They just seem to get up for the big games. We saw them win the NBA in-season tournament. A lot of those games were primetime, big games, and we saw them get up for those. The Lakers are just a primetime type team. The Celtics, I don't trust them on the road. It's pretty much what this one boils down to. I don't want to be laying points with the Boston Celtics on the road with the way they're currently playing. I love the Celtics. Again, y'all just heard me say I think they're the best team in basketball. You guys have heard me say that many a times this season. I think the Celtics are the best team in basketball. I think the Celtics are going to win the NBA Finals. You guys have heard me say that as well. But what we do on here on the jam session is call a spade a spade. And we have to call a spade with the Boston Celtics. They are straight ass on the road. They are terrible. Call a spade here, man. The Celtics right now on the road, 4-8-2 against the number, have only covered in 33.3% of their road games. That is second worst in the NBA. Only team that's worse is the Utah Jazz at 31.3%. And they're down there with Toronto, San Antonio, Charlotte. That's how bad the Boston Celtics have been out on the road thus far this season. They did win and cover in their last road game as they blew the doors off of the Sacramento Kings and the Los Angeles Clippers. They are coming off of back-to-back road wins and covers. But we know what they are thus far for most of the season on the road. We know the Lakers get up for the big games. I expect them to get up for this one, man. They're going to give me 3.5 points in my back pocket with the Lakers. I'm going to take them. I think LeBron, Anthony Davis have a huge game. I think Tatum, Brown, and them show up as well. But they probably fall short like Mitch says they do in a lot of the big games. And it's true. It's true. It's true. They do fall flat in a lot of the big games, and they probably do the same here. I want the points in my back pocket. I'm taking the Lake Show, the Los Angeles Lakers, and the best player to ever play the game, LeBron James. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Next game up, man, we got the Philadelphia 76ers. They're out on the road facing the Miami Heat. Heat, home favorites, laying 2.5 points here in this one. We all know what's looming over this game. Joel Embiid will not play with an ankle injury. That's tragic. I get he's injured, but you missed the Christmas game? Like, make it make sense. The Christmas game is like the marquee game for the NBA during the regular season until the postseason. It's Christmas Day. I love Christmas Day NBA. It really don't get no bigger than this. Here's the thing, man. Everybody knows I hate taking Miami in Miami. Even though Embiid, I'm still going to take the Philadelphia 76ers here. They're right now 8-4 against the number out on the road. That's second best in the NBA at 66.7%. And they're currently overall the best ATS team in the NBA at 20-8. They've covered in 71.4% of their games. I don't trust Miami laying points in Miami. I just never really do. We faded them like no one's business last season at home when they were laying points and made a really pretty penny. And in all honesty, I think we're going to be able to do the same here in this spot. The books, they kind of know that as well, as they haven't listed Miami as sizable home favorites for most of the season. But even then, Miami at home this season, they're 4-10 against the number, have only covered in 28.6% of their home games. They're a terrible home ATS team. It just is what it is. Philadelphia, they're a great ATS team. They've been that thus far this season. They are missing the reigning MVP in Joel Embiid for this game, but I still think Maxey, Tobias Harris, and company do enough to keep this game within the number, keep this game competitive, and may go and get the Heat outright. I'm not overly in love with this game, but everything I look at here yells Philadelphia 76ers. I never feel comfortable laying the points with Miami in Miami. I don't want to start trying to do so now. Philadelphia or nothing for me here in this game. Last game of the night, man. Last game up. We got my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks. They're out on the road facing the Phoenix Suns. Short, sweet, simple. I'm on my team, the Dallas Mavericks, man. Y'all knew that, though. Reason being is, A, I'm getting the better team, the better money-making team, as a dog against a team they absolutely hate. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. For as much hate and hell you guys give me about the Mavs, again, they're the better team. They have the better record, 17-12, 14-14, and they're better against the number, 15-14 and 10-17-1. They're the better team right now today. Both teams dealing with injuries. The Suns, they've been dealing with injuries for most of the season, and the Mavs have as well. Lively is still a game-time decision for this one. I really want my young rookie to play, man. We are a different team when he's in and out of the lineup. But here's my thought process here on this game. If you guys don't know, Luka Doncic, he has a son, and his name is Devin Booker. I don't know if you guys know or not, man. We always kick the crap out of the Suns. Need I remind you what happened Game 7 in Phoenix, playoff series a couple years ago? Need I remind you guys? Go look at the box score. Hey, Luka always gets busy on the Suns. Always. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I think he gets busy, man. Again, I'm getting the better team, the better money-making team as a dog. On the road, that's the other part. On the road, where they've been a money-making machine thus far this season. Let me pull it up. Dallas on the road, man, has been pretty profitable. What are they right now currently? 9-6 against the number out on the road, man. They've covered in 60% of their games. That has them at tied for 4th in the NBA on the road. Everything I look at here yells Dallas to me, man. I think Luka plays, has a solid game. Of course, Booker and KD could show up and get active here. Of course they could. And I probably expect them to, but I'm not laying points with the Suns, man. Not doing it. 10-17 against the number. They've been one of the worst ATS teams in the NBA. At home, it's not like they've been anything to ride home about, man. I'm taking my team, the Mavs. 5-10 against the number at the crib thus far this season are the Suns. Luka comes in here, gets busy, gives his son, Devin Booker, an early Christmas present, or a late Christmas present, because it's on Christmas Day, late night. It's my story. I'm sticking to it, man. I'm on my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, to close out our night. And that's going to conclude this episode of my NBA Jam Session. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls that tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, man, hey, smash that like button for your guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter all day long, man. There's a link for that in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site, man. Merry Christmas. I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls. I really, really do. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the family. Hopefully we make some money today and we smash it per usual, man. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. See y'all soon. I'm out of here.